E.N.D here. Dominaria has always been a special plane for Magic, and at the end of the day is where Magic the Gathering was born, or better, where the first blocks were set. Therefore, when Dominaria United was announced, everyone was expecting a good, strong set, even some surprises, and let's be honest, at the end of the spoiler season, no one was disappointed. First and foremost, the presence of Phyrexians on Dominaria, preparing for a new invasion. The completion of Ajani, one of the community beloved planeswalkers and hero. Honestly, I wasn't shocked when I first saw the trailer. I really exclaimed, holy shit. And the demise of Jaya Ballard. This set will kick off a new epic Phyrexian story, spanning 4 sets, where the fate of Dominaria and the multiverse is set to change. But is it worth it to buy Dominaria United? As per my usual Is It Worth It set review videos, to evaluate the worthiness of a set, I will take into account and discuss 3 very important factors: price, print run, and content value. And let's start with the price. As per recent previous sets, Dominaria United will be released into 5 sealed products: Draft Booster Box, Set Booster Box, Collector Booster Box, the Bundle, and pre-release kits. In terms of pricing, even though Dominaria United is a standard set and everyone is expecting the usual standard prices, Dominaria United marks the first set ever released with the recent price increase announcement. Therefore, prepare yourself to fork out more money for your products. Plus, the usual disruption in the distribution of the products. Plus, we are still feeling the aftermath of the COVID-19 and the war in Ukraine. Plus, the usual allocation, which will make prices of sealed products more inflated. Draft Booster Box, $115, €115. Set Booster Box, $125, €120. Collector Booster Boxes, $265 to €150. The Bundle, $40, €38. And pre-release kits are being sold at around $28, €25. Always note that the prices quoted above don't include any shipping costs or additional taxes. As you can see, sealed products are getting more expensive with every new set released, and as said, be extremely cautious with certain high prices, especially for set and this time more particularly collector booster boxes, because of the allocation and distribution. Always my advice is don't buy at highly inflated prices. It's better wait a couple of weeks and buy at a cheaper price. You save some money, especially for the draft and set booster boxes, because collector booster boxes, it's a different story. Print run. Dominaria United is a standard release set, therefore don't expect a low print run. I predict that the print run of this set will be very similar to Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, just because, as we will see later, it's quite a strong set with some quite valuable cards. Standard set print run, it's all about its reception. If a set is well received and successful, like a set Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, print run will be relatively higher, and no doubt there will be multiple further print waves. If a set flops like what happened to Crimson Vow, there is a possibility that there will be no further print waves and print run will be relatively lower. Dominaria United is a strong set and I'm sure it will be well received, especially because of certain cards, which we will discuss in a couple of minutes. Draft and set booster boxes will have a relatively fixed print run. I'm sure that Wizard of the Coast have already done its budgets and ordered a certain amount of product to be eventually released in batches, or as we better know it, waves. Only one thing we have to keep in mind: the increase in price may deter certain players to buy sealed products, and therefore I wouldn't be surprised that in terms of numbers we'll see a small decline in the print run. A totally different discussion are the collector booster boxes. Why? Because of the legends. By now I'm sure that you are aware that Wizard of the Coast miraculously found around 80 sealed, perfectly preserved original Legends booster boxes in an abandoned warehouse. I have serious doubt about the find. No doubt that Wizard of the Coast had these boxes for a quite long time. These original Legend boxes were cracked and cards found, with the exception of a few, were inserted in Dominaria United collector boosters with a 3% drop rate, meaning that If my calculations are correct, print run of Dominaria collector booster boxes is fixed at around 100,000 units, even less because we don't know how much cards were omitted. Content value. A small note here, the prices quoted are pre-release, therefore be wary, as after the official release and various boxes are correct, price of singles tend to drop. But you always have that one card that will go up in value because it was underestimated at pre-release. The most valuable card and the big surprise is the reprint of Liliana of the Veil. I always suspected that Liliana of the Veil will be reprinted but not in a standard set. It's a pity that Wizard of the Coast didn't reprint Liliana of the Veil with the original artwork by Steve Argyle. It's not that I don't like the new artwork, but Steve's version is iconic. Normal version is currently trading at around $45–50, the borderless version $60. While we are talking about Liliana of the Veil, Dominaria United will have 3 more Planeswalkers, Karn, Ajani and Jaya. The 3 of them will have a new Planeswalker card with new abilities, and the 3 of them seems relatively strong. Normal versions for Karn, Ajani and Liliana are valued at $11, $19 and $10 respectively, while the borderless versions are valued at $15, $20 and $17 respectively. But Ajani Sleeper Agent has more versions. Being completed, you get his completed, borderless and Phyrexian language version, valued at $15, $20 and $30 respectively. As we are talking about Ajani completed, let's talk about Phyrexians, because Phyrexians are already on Dominaria, led by Sheoldred the Apocalypse, a 4-drop scary Phyrexian Praetor, whom deter any extra card draw while on the battlefield. 3 versions, normal, stained glass showcase and the Phyrexian language, value $35, $40, $60 respectively. Ajani is not the only popular character completed. We also have the Weatherlight, the iconic ship that can travel from one plane to the other. Weatherlight completed can become easily a surprise because for a 2-drop you get a 5/5 flying vehicle. Current value $8. Dominaria United, it's not only Planeswalkers and Phyrexians, there are a couple of mythic cards that are worth mentioning, especially Timeless Lotus. Yes, it's a Lotus, and we all know how much we love a new Lotus. For 5 mana, you get an artifact that can tap for the 5 colors. It's a good add for ramp decks and 5 color decks. Current value $30, but could easily spike if paired with cards that can untap it when it hits the battlefield. Serra Paragon, an angel that can reanimate lands and permanents with mana value 3 or less. Value $24. Vesuvian Diplomacy, one of my favorite cards, and wouldn't be surprised if this will also spike. Helps create tokens of artifacts and creatures, valued $14. Shivan Devastator, a dragon that can be easily casted in the early stage of the game or a bigger dragon later on in the game, value $12. And Karn Silex, an artifact that can shut down Phyrexian mana or any spell or activated ability that require a life payment, plus can be used as a board wipe. Current value $15. Mythics are not the only valuable cards that you can pull from the set. There are some interesting rare cards. Lands. The land cycle for Dominaria United is the Pain Lands. 6 dual lands that can tap for 1 colorless mana or pay 1 life and tap for a color. Current value approximately $5 each depending on the colors. Plaza of Heroes and Tran Portal. The first will surely become a commander staple, the second it's a gate. Current prices $10 and $3 respectively. The 5 new lords, meaning that they will pump up their respective creature type. The most expensive one is Leaf Crown Visionary, the new elf lord, value at around $8. The rest 4 lords have an average value of $4. The 5 defilers, 1 for each color, let you pay life for a particular color mana, average value $4 each. Last but not least, Bright's Arisen Nightmare, a card that can be abused from everywhere, especially paired with Tegrid God of Right. Current value $8. Box Toppers, Dominaria Legends Untold. Yes, Dominaria United will have box toppers, and you can find one of these legendary creatures in draft and set booster boxes and 2 in collector booster boxes. The most valuable cards are CV3 and Tetsuo, valued at around $20. My last note regarding the content value is the original Legends cards that you can pull only from collector booster boxes. First of all, let me make this clear. These are not reprints, these are original 1994 pack fresh Legends cards, even though I'm sure that someone will say the contrary. And then, yes, you can pull a very valuable card like the Tabernacle, Mode, Chains, and Mirror Universe, just to mention a few. But also, you can pull any bulk common card valued few cents. My verdict: is it worth it to buy Dominaria United? Recently, for this type of set worth it review videos, I'm splitting my verdict into 3, the 3 major seed products. Draft booster boxes, worth it 70%. Unfortunately, with the constant increase in prices and no extra edit, draft booster boxes are becoming less worth it than ever. Without a strong land cycle, paylands are not that extremely valuable. The only option you have to recoup the value of a draft booster box are Liliana of the Veil and those couple of good mythic cards. If you don't pull Liliana of the Veil or those particular couple of strong mythic cards, then unfortunately you are screwed. Having said that, draft booster boxes are ideal for obviously drafting and playing, but still in terms of value, you get at least 36 mythic or rare cards. Set booster boxes, worth it 90%. Yes, it's all about Liliana of the Veil and those couple of strong mythic cards, but contrary to draft booster boxes, set booster boxes offers extra bonuses. First, the list, where you can always pull some valuable cards, and the set booster boxes commander exclusive cards, and that's what makes, in my opinion, set booster boxes more worth it and more demanded. Collector booster boxes, worth it 200%. Thanks to the legend cards, Dominaria United collector booster boxes are more than worth it, and if you can find these at a decent price, go for them. Having an opportunity or a chance, even though this is a very minimal chance, to pull a $4,000 pack fresh near mint Tabernacle is priceless. Having said that, don't hype yourself. If you are in those 3% lucky people that will pull a Legends card, probably it will be a bulk common. Last note, the high worth value is given only because these boxes have an already discussed limited print run, and I'm sure that in sealed these boxes in future can be more valuable. $500, $700, $1,000. Leave me a comment below what do you think about this legend set. And as always, here's the subscribe button, subscribe for my channel for more and more interesting videos about Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.